Hi everyone, like I promised, you can see me clearing up from the Nancy Jeffrey. This is for Gus. So I put a poll on if you think it's now become a crime scene for Gus Lamont, 3-year-old from Australia. If I recall when I did the reading, and its title is in one of the predictions, so it's not hard to find. I recall getting something about football and a distraction and the timing of the football. And when I looked up, there was a game, if you remember. And I can't remember, I keep remembering 5 p.m, but I don't know if this game was like from 2 to 5 and then it ran over until about like that, just after 5, or let's say 2 to 6. That is significant timings, but I'm not also sure if that's telling me that this was neglect. I believe it was accidental, okay? The actual ending was accidental. Is there a neglect? Yes. Is there a neglect beyond, like, I'm looking after him, I'm playing with him, and I just turn my head? Yes. I feel like I don't feel like temper blew out and he got hit and something happened to him by getting hit, so then accidentally, he was hit too hard and he was unsubscribed in that way, but that's an accident. No. Although this could be the case, I do think that the person has a lack of patience, but I think the person was distracted in terms of, oh, like, can you just shut up a little bit, and then just leaving him. And I don't think there was like I don't think it was intentional, but I think it's down that lines. And I just want to see what we get for Gus Lamont. I can't remember cards last time, but Spirit was reminding me of that football thing. Three of Wands. So that to me reminds me of out in the wilderness, okay? Which it is. And I was getting sheep, wasn't I? But I didn't want to say it at the time, or I did say it. And funny enough, the camera was shaking then. Did you see it? I did want to say it, but I didn't, because I was like, how can they have sheep in the desert? I just felt it was like really weird. Okay, but apparently it's true. So sorry if I am naive to the environment over there. Okay, so I didn't know that we can get sheep in that kind of, you can't get sheep in the desert. Think of the 3 wise men, right? Okay, let's ask a question. Was this an accident? By was this an accident, I mean, was the last straw an accident? Okay. To me, I get yes. Okay. I get yes. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man. To be honest, I think he got himself in a position where he could have fallen down something. Like I said, not being watched over properly, but also lack of patience. It's not like, when you babysit and you might turn your head a minute and then they run out the door or something like that. I don't mean like that. I mean more than that kind of neglect. But I don't think that there was like, I've hit him to the point of him actually going, because I lost my temper. Was this intentional, the final verdict? No major arcana. We've got the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Swords. Okay. All right. Was this down to losing tempers? One card has come out, Queen of Pentacles. It tells me no. What else was I going to ask about Gus Lamont? We've got, where can he be? Is he on the property? We've got 2 cards, not a direct confirmation. Got an 8 of Cups that tells me the wheels are turning of the back. We've got the 7 of Wands. This kind of tells me like, how can I say it? Where he is, because I feel he's in the ground, okay? I feel like it's not barricaded, but it's not something easy to reach. That's what I feel, okay? I've got the Justice card that's even confirming it. I'm not quite sure, but it's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's try again. So I can't shuffle the cards, they're very heavy. Three cards. I want a major that he's buried. I don't know, this, you know, this something feels, I hate it when I don't, like, 7 of Swords in reverse. Nothing was fast about this. Knight of Wands, it wasn't hasty action. 4 of Pentacles, they were holding on to, it looks like they might have held on to him for some time until they decided what they did with little Gus. And there's another child coming up. The Pentacles is just behind. And then we've got the Tower, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Temperance, the Patience card, the 8 of Pentacles working on what needed to be done. The Hermit is as the night draws or sunlight comes down, that's possibly Pentacles when it was done. Timing and deciding what to do. 6 of Cups, and then the Death card. And we have the Chariot for car movement. So I'm not getting the confirmation card that he's on the property, but I am getting Queen of Wands, which is that card that came up representing the past. And the 10 of Cups, which is like the family home, isn't it? In that line that we had. Is he not on the property? I get the confirmation of the Lovers. Not on the property. So could that be in the land outside the property? We get the King of Swords in reverse. Someone who wasn't shrewd, wasn't calculated in terms of doing this, like wasn't cold and calculated, actually loved Gus, and it has been a burden. It's caused some arguments. Still a lot is hidden. And looking for Gus is kind of like they're not really sure. They're making a decision in terms of looking for him further out or on the property. 10 of Pentacles. This is again representing the property, but could it be somewhere else? The Queen of Swords is very guarded at this moment in time. I'm just going through because of what's been announced, that it's a criminal investigation. And yeah, you know what the card is. He could have been moved away from the home from what I'm seeing in these cards. There could have been something with a car. Definitely Earth is where to find him. Page of Swords in reverse. It's not going to be quick. And they might not find what they need to find in terms of text messages, online communication, where they think that they can find some guilty knowledge to find him. That might not be what's working in their favor at this moment in time. You know how they check the phones, etc. And we've got the Five of Swords here, which is telling me someone is in their ego and standing in defense to try and win at all odds. This Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands keeps coming up, and the Six of Swords, all in the same thing. And then we've got the Moon. So what I'm getting with this Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands and the Six of Swords is that he has been moved, and that's why maybe what I feel intuitively and what I see for him is different from what the cards are saying. That's why maybe Charity came up. It's looking like he was moved from the home, or initially he was somewhere else, moved to somewhere else, and then moved back to the home, because there's movement here, and that's what's been hidden. And it's caused a lot of anxiety, but let's see what we get next. Tell us about the next in Gus. Will they find Gus? Three of Pentacles, where they find him, they need to make sure that they're looking in the right places. This looks like Earth. It could be underground. King of Wands, they're not going to be able to rely on maybe the grandpa or on anyone. They're not going to be able to rely on those individuals. And there could be a lack of cooperation, or there could be like they're not talking but they're speaking maybe through lawyers, because there's a lack of give and take here in terms of information. So will we find Gus? I didn't get a major arcana to confirm it, but when I split the deck, I get the Two of Cups and I get the, behind that card is, funny enough, the Charity again, the movement. So I think if they can track like some vehicle tires or some kind of movement of Earth, they can probably find him. And that's what I think Spirit is trying to say. Because I can see here the Judgment card and the Devil and the Magician and the Fool and the Wheel of oh my God. And can I just show you guys so that you can believe me? Look, there's the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Judgment was after it. Then I saw the Strength card. Then I moved forward a bit and I saw the Devil. But before the Devil, I can see the Hierophant. There's the Magician. There's the Fool. There's the Wheel of Fortune. And there's the Star. So this depends on something, but that one thing is going to trickle and really close the case to a T. And finding him and close the case to a T without any doubt. So that's what we've got, a quick draw on Gus Lamont, everyone. I want to... Gus, are you here? Gus? $14:41 when I see the timing. Could that have been the time he... Was that the time he walked out? Was that the time something started this chapter? Okay, I was told to look at this card, like the card that was lying down, and I was like, okay, and then it's like, okay, share it. Someone, what's this? Someone was fully focused on themselves and not him. And then to look at the clock, 15:31 is another timing. I wonder if I can channel him. Anyway, I'm going to put a poll up about Cancer. I am still here. I'll reconnect if I can get something right now, because I get anxious keeping you guys waiting. A few seconds later, I get told to pull the 5th and the 7th card. The 5th is the Page of Cups, and as I look at it after that is the 6th card, but as I go to the 7th is the Page of Pentacles is the 6th card. We have these two cards and the Tower. So I don't know who was looking after the younger brother here. I get that there's another kid, and I think there was a toddler. I wonder if it's true that the younger kid was actually out with the mother, or whether the distraction was to the younger kid and then the tower happened for Gus at the home. I'm getting the confirmation at the home, and then I get the 6 of Swords, the Moon again, and the anxiety in the world. Oh no, I have not shuffled since then. Queen of Cups in reverse. Is this that the mother wasn't in the home? I think I can channel this story, this case. I mean, when I say I think I can always, but I mean, you know me in terms of doing it on YouTube with our panel, and it doesn't really go anywhere. It takes a lot of energy. So, like Sebastian, I was reminded of Sebastian recently. I can't remember what it was I saw, and I was going to share it, and I thought maybe I need to check on that. It was not something direct with Sebastian or like anything on the news, but something then reminded me of him. It was kind of like something maybe that he's mentioned in one of the channeling or something. I can't remember what it was. Okay guys, I'll leave this here because I want to get them uploaded, and this is why I say turn your notifications on, because I'm going to put these directly up. I think the case of Nancy is going to move fast. I don't know other than what I put on my community page, to be honest with you, so you guys are going to be well informed. Members, I'll do a separate message. Take care. Bye for now.